Hi, and welcome to Soul Becoming, your Sunday space for reflection, awakening, and real soulful talk. If you're new here, I'm MJ, and this series is all about those moments that wake us up and bring us home to ourselves and help us remember who we truly are beneath all the noise. You can join me right here every Sunday at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you love these conversations, please make sure you like, subscribe, and share with someone who might need a little soul nourishment. Today, I want to sit with a question that's at the very heart of my journey and maybe yours too. What does returning really mean to you? You know, I've come to believe that awakening isn't just a single moment or a finish line. It comes in waves of consciousness awakening, rolling in and out through our lives. Sometimes those waves lift you high and you feel so clear, so connected, and so sure of your path. Other times it feels like you're being pulled under, like everything's out of whack or you've somehow lost your way. Awakening and returning is an ebb and a flow. It's not always linear. It can feel like one step forward and two steps back. Some days you wake up feeling aligned and on purpose, and the next you might wonder if you're going backwards or losing yourself all over again. And that's okay. That's part of the journey. Returning can mean so many things. Sometimes it's coming back to the person you were before life got loud, before the world told you who you should be, before you built up walls to protect your heart. Other times, it's returning to presence, reminding yourself to be here right now instead of stuck in the past or worrying about the future. And sometimes it's returning to a knowing inside of you that you can't put into words, a place where you feel whole, loved, and safe. For me, returning often means peeling back the layers of what isn't me. Old fears, other people's expectations, the noise from social media and the news, until I touch that quiet center, that unshakable part of me that remembers who I am. Even after experiencing what I did, the glimpse beyond this life, the connection to something so much bigger than myself, I still forget. I still get caught up in the rush, the doubt, the overthinking, but every time I pause, every time I choose to breathe, to listen, and to trust, I return, not just to myself, but to source, to love, to that deeper truth that never really left. I realize that returning isn't failure. It's not about getting lost, but about the courage to come home again and again. You might be wondering, how do you know if you're going through an awakening or a return? Honestly, the signs can be so subtle, or sometimes they hit you like a lightning bolt. Here are 10 common signs you might notice on your awakening journey. Number 1, you start questioning old beliefs or patterns that never really felt like yours. You may find yourself looking at the things you were taught by family, society, religion, or culture, and realizing some of it doesn't fit you anymore. This questioning is a sign that you're beginning to listen to your own truth instead of just following what you've always known. Number 2, you feel called to spend more time alone or in nature, needing space to process. Suddenly, the noise of everyday life can be overwhelming. Solitude, quiet, or being out in nature helps you recharge and hear your own inner voice. You might crave walks, meditation, or simply unplugging from screens and other people. Number 3, you become more sensitive to energy, emotions, or even moods of others. Your intuition heightens, and you might notice you pick up on people's vibes more strongly. Crowded places might exhaust you, and you may become more aware of your own feelings and those of others, sometimes feeling emotions that aren't even yours. Number 4, you crave authenticity. It gets harder to pretend or wear masks just to fit in. You feel less interested in faking it or people-pleasing. There's a strong desire to live from your heart, to be real, even if that means being vulnerable or misunderstood sometimes. Number 5, you experience more synchronicities, those little coincidences or signs from the universe. Numbers repeat, songs play, at just the right time, or you keep bumping into just the right person or message. It can feel like the universe is giving you a wink, guiding you, or letting you know you're on the right path. Number 6, your interests or friendships may shift, sometimes suddenly. You may lose interest in old hobbies or find yourself connecting with new people who just at the journey you're on. Some friendships might fade naturally, while new, more aligned connections appear. Number 7, you feel a deep longing for meaning, truth, and connection. Ordinary things may not satisfy you like they once did. There's a hunger for something deeper, spiritual connection, and authentic conversation, or purposeful work. It's like your soul is calling you toward more. Number 8, you are more aware of your thoughts, feelings, and sometimes noticing patterns you might want to heal or change. Self-awareness increases. You start to see habits, triggers, or even wounds that you want to understand or heal, instead of just repeating them unconsciously. Number 9, you have moments of peace and joy that seem to come out of nowhere, even in the midst of chaos. Despite life's up and downs, you sometimes feel a sudden, unexplainable calm or happiness, almost like a reminder from your soul that you're on the right track and everything is ultimately okay. Number 10, awakening can feel uncomfortable, like your old life playing or identity is falling away. This is normal, though it can be unsettling. Sometimes awakening means letting go of what no longer fits, even if it's scary or sad. You might feel lost and uncertain, but this is usually a sign you're making space for something more true and aligned. If any of these resonate with you, know that you're not alone. These are signs that you're in the waves, riding the currents of your own soul's becoming. So today, I invite you to reflect. What does your return mean for you? Is there a part of yourself, your soul, your joy, your truth that's calling you? Maybe you're returning to an old passion, a dream, a sense of peace. Maybe it's returning to self-love after years of self-criticism. Or maybe it's simply returning to the present, choosing to be here, now, just as you are. I'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment or just take a quiet moment to yourself. Before I go, I want you to know everything you're feeling is normal. The confusion, the longing, the moments of clarity, and the times when nothing makes sense at all. All of it is part of becoming. You don't have to have it all figured out. Just keep returning to yourself, to your truth, and to your heart. If you enjoyed this type of content, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with someone who might need it. And until next time, keep becoming and keep returning to the truth within you.